Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New England Patriots taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, the radar says the heavy stuff still a few hours away, but snow is falling as we near kickoff at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll drop to throw. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Steelers send out their punter now. Back deep, Deontay Harris. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. On 2nd and 2, Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers will be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. A graduate of the Naval Academy, and back then you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. Touchdown! A great effort there. His fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
2nd and 5 now. Jones. Working end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Throwing, Jones. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Patriots lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Point after here coming up. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from... And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Todd Gurley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't it? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. New England's offense set to go. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll make it 2nd down. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Second and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 15 now. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Furrow, that got in there to bring him down. Out of the gun now on third down. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them real.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Draw play, Madison. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jones. He completes it to Henry. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip.
Madison hit, and the ball pops free. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on. But the biggest...
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Now the try here for the point after. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here's Madison running left. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. He's got the hook up to Moore. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. A dump off to Sims. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll look to throw again. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And the lead now 11, 24-13. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And they've reached halftime. Boy, 27-7 is the score. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Next, we'll stay in the NFC South as we head to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they have the lead over the visiting Buccaneers as that game has gone to halftime. The Falcons looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Russell Wilson, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half?
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. On the return, Deontay Harris. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here into the hands of Moore. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And some room to run now. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Back to throw again. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Running from the shotgun with Madison. Good footwork at the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Jones now on first down. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. That catch good for only a couple. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try to break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Looking to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Devin Bush able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now a give to Madison. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. And they'll run here with Carter. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
and not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes this for 3 to the 29. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They go with Watt again, the fullback. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Hands to the up man. This is Watt. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
He'll drop to throw, escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Jones on 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 32. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Finding room to the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Steps away. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. New England on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. For the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another carry now for Madison. And he's eaten up at the scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. New England on third down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This will be 3rd and 6. He will push his way down to about the 14. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's got a 1st down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Out to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 1. He'll buy some time right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses will focus so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to run with Madison again. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake,
yes,
for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down, protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Here's Madison running on 1st down. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.